and then that'll be it. So far it's quiet, and I think they're here. I think it's nice though.
Hello, sir. Can I help you?
What's that?
Can I help you?
I was looking around. Just.
Can I ask why you're filming our facility?
Looks pretty cool actually because of the wash and everything.
Uh-huh.
Kind of curious of how this whole thing began, you know.
Okay. You want to come up here and chat with me a little bit?
Do
you mind?
Am I detained or?
I just need to talk to you because you've been filming our officers in and out, so I just wanted to
And I can't do that?
with that. Huh?
And I can't do that? I mean, I was in a public area, so.
Okay. What's your name?
I don't want to give you my name unless I'm being threatened of arrest, so. Am I under arrest or is it?
You're not under arrest. What's your name? Why are you filming our facility?
I just told you, I like the history around this place right here.
Okay. Well, while you're talking to me, you got a baton here. I'm just going to hang on to it.
Why are you touching me?
While I'm talking to you, okay?
Why are you touching me?
It's for my safety while I'm chatting with you.
Well, I'm here. I'm not going to do any harm with you guys.
Okay.
So, what's the badge number?
It's 51079. And what was your name?
What was your name?
It's Sergeant Buchanan.
Badge number?
I already gave it to you.
Okay. What's your name and badge number?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
What's your name and badge number?
Sure. My name's Officer Apodaca. My badge number is 100040.
Alright. I just want to know why she touched me.
I just walked out here. I don't know what's going on.
I'm just over here doing a story.
Okay.
Trying to, you know, in a public area, try to record everything around here. I mean, I saw this wash right here and said, it's pretty cool. You know, I don't want to know what this whole thing started. Like the wash is being here or the police station was here first. That's all I was trying to figure out. To look around in public areas.
Okay.
So you're touching me, I want to know why. Because you think I'm a threat? Because I'm doing the story, or?
You've got a baton on your hip, sir.
Yeah, it's for protection, not from you
make sure
guys.
that I'm safe and that you're safe. We don't have any
trust me,
issues.
that's why I'm right here,
Okay.
you know, away from you.
Okay.
You know what the house counter is from the west?
Can you explain to me why you're filming over here?
They're from the west. It's a white house.
Because I like to film in public areas, so public area, right?
Okay. Well, I'm going to detain you right now.
Alright guys, welcome back. Today's footage exposes a troubling example of authority being used before facts are even established. A man quietly filming in a public area suddenly becomes a focus of police attention. Within minutes, a female sergeant approaches and begins questioning him. The conversation starts calmly, but the tension rises quickly as the officer demands identification and questions his motives for filming the facility.
So we investigate,
God.
Okay?
Really?
I don't know what's going on.
In a public area, I'm being detained.
Okay,
Now my
we're going to
backpack's...
figure that out. I don't want your camera to get broken. I'm just going to hold on to it. I'm recording this incident as well.
There's breakable stuff in there, you know that, right? I have more cameras in the backpack.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. In a public area.
We'll
figure out what's going on.
But right now I'm detaining you until we figure out what's going on. Okay, I'm going to hang on to this while I'm talking to you.
Alright, dude, I can still searches and seizures.
Alright, he's going to hang on to your backpack. We're going to walk up here.
I'm not going to say any searches and seizures.
Okay, I'm not searching you. I am going to pat you down for any further weapons. Do you have any more weapons on you?
Okay. I have 3 boxes in my backpack just because of the skin.
We're going to check, make sure.
Can you put it this way, please?
Yeah, you got it. Mine's pointing this way too. You a First Amendment auditor or something?
Public area. That's all I was doing.
I hear you. I'm a Vikings fan too. I know it doesn't mean much to you right now, but...
It's the first time I've ever been detained. So what's the issue here?
Well, you're on our facility. You're videotaping police operations.
I was in a public area.
So,
I wasn't. You said I was in a public area.
I was told you were over here standing on our property filming
So this sidewalk over
operations
there?
over here. Yeah.
I know the sign is right there, but I didn't go past the sign.
Okay.
So
We're gonna review our cameras, and if we got some wrong information, and that indeed is the case, and as I understand it, you might be out of handcuffs here in a second. But it sounds like a crime was reported to us that you were trespassing on.
I was not
on our
trespassing.
property. Okay, well that's what was reported to us, right?
I didn't go past the
So we
sign.
got to investigate it if it's reported to us, right? We can't take anybody's side in anything like that. So that's why you're detained today.
Okay,
As
I know you guys got cameras everywhere, so check
Yeah,
those.
I'm going to be checking them. I don't know how to work the system, but I'm going to find somebody who does. And we're going to be working on that, okay?
What's your name, sir?
I'm not giving them a name.
Okay.
I did nothing wrong.
Okay.
Nothing wrong.
So right here, man, if you're just out here filming, it's obviously a public area.
So can
you're
go
right.
back there to the track?
So the track is public as well, but
Yeah.
what it sounds like was reported to my sergeant is that you were on our private drive past the no trespassing signs.
While you're detained, I'm going to go over.
Things escalate fast. Despite the man explaining that he is simply filming in a public space, the sergeant suddenly detains him and places him in handcuffs. What's shocking is that this decision happens before any real investigation takes place. The man repeatedly asks what crime he committed, but the only explanation given is a report claiming he may have trespassed onto private property.
Verify that information, okay? I'll be right back, okay? Proceed to stand by.
And back there, I was lifting that up so I could look over the wall.
Sorry, say it again?
I lift that up so I could look over the wall. That's about it.
Look over this wall or?
All over here,
Okay.
where the track is.
Okay. I hear you, man. Like you're able to do your First Amendment auditor thing, man. I don't have to talk to many people out here that have done that at this station, and we've had no problems. Sounds like what was reported to us is it was a crime. If there was no crime actually committed, and it was a misunderstanding or miscommunication on our part, then we're going to apologize and take you out of handcuffs in just a moment. Okay?
First time being in handcuffs, actually.
Sorry, what's that?
This is my first time being in handcuffs, actually.
Okay. Hopefully it's just for another minute.
I've been the one on downtown, the major one.
The main station, yeah, 270 South Stone.
Yeah, they don't do shit like this.
I hear you, man, and it sounds like we wouldn't be putting you in handcuffs if we didn't have the report that you were trespassing on the private drive.
I did not whip out the sign.
This isn't anything that we're saying you did, but we, for whatever reason, have had people try and sneak in that drive. We had somebody a couple months ago. We don't know how they got in our secure lot, but they were in our secure lot, like walking around and scoping out our cars and stuff like that. But they weren't on the cameras. They had either jumped over the back wall or snuck in through one of the gates, but they had been there. We reviewed cameras for hours. He had been back there for like 3 hours, like hiding under cars and stuff like that. So we've had security issues here, which is obviously concerning. I'm not saying you did any of that, but you can understand like how that kind of puts us in that frame of mind when we get, hey, there's some dude walking in a private drive back here. Hey, now he's out front, and my sergeant came out to talk to you for that reason.
So what's that private property line at? I know there's a track, and then there's like a little bit of dirt right there on the side. Is that your property too?
Next to the track?
Yeah, next to the track's a little like
I just
like
talk to
dirt?
people out there. I don't really push it, but if they're out like on the private drive walking, I've stopped people trying to come in our gates many times.
That right here. I'm talking about this corner.
Do you want me to pick that up so it doesn't get damaged? Yeah, you got it. Is there a way for me to set this up so I don't have to?
Yeah, just put, you have the 3 legs right there?
Oh, these are 3 legs?
Yeah, 3 legs. Just pull it out.
Well, that's pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't have the 3 rocks in my back. Yeah, so
Well, it's not going to fall.
As another officer joins the scene, the situation becomes slightly calmer. The officer explains that they receive a report saying a man had crossed a restricted area near the station's private drive. However, even while acknowledging the possibility of a misunderstanding, the man remains in handcuffs. Officers begin discussing past security issues at the station, including incidents where suspicious individuals enter restricted areas.
All over like that, right?
No.
That's fine?
that's fine.
Okay. I don't want to damage anything. Do you think that's okay?
That's okay.
Okay.
But That's all I want to know. It's a little bit of dirt right there on this track right here. Is your guys' or?
Which area are we talking about?
Well, I can't read the corner because it's like this area right here.
On the back side there?
Yeah, where the gate is, but on the back.
So it's technically all
like a
property of the facility of the city of Tucson.
The track is?
But as far as, not necessarily the track,
Okay,
but I'm
that's how
talking
it was.
about specifically like this private drive and
This
like
right
once you
here,
go through
I
the
was
gates.
behind the sign.
Sorry, what's that?
I was behind the sign on the side right here.
Oh, behind the sign this way or behind the sign that way?
That way.
Behind the sign on the
Yeah.
All right, it sounds like once we clarify that, we'll take you out of cuffs in just a moment. I'm fine with you walking around the whole station, filming everything. It sounds like we had a report that you were on a private drive.
Obviously, she wasn't too aggressive.
Sorry, what's that?
I said, obviously, she wasn't too little aggressive.
Okay. Like I said, man, I had just walked up, so I don't really know what happened before I got there, right? I just heard her say on the radio she was out with somebody on the front gangplank or bridge or whatever, and I just came out here to make sure she was okay. I didn't know what was going on. So whatever she got before I was involved, she got
Grabbing
before
my
I was
stuff, you can't do that. Unless it's probable cause.
What's that?
Unless you grab my stuff, you can't do that.
Well, you can be
So-
detained for reasonable suspicion, but it's
What's
not
the crime, though? That's my
trespassing.
question.
That's what we had reported to us.
Like, I trespass.
Well,
Have it all
if you
on camera,
indeed did
too.
not trespass, or even if you did, we might just warn you. If we look up on cameras, I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying,
And I was pretty much up the curb.
for instance, we looked on cameras and saw you. Oh, you were actually past the sign.
Oh,
You were close to the.
it's not a sign,
I'm
but
just
the
giving you
curb
for
right there.
instance. We're just having a conversation, right? So.
I can't even show you
So
guys
we
about
end up talking to our witness or whoever told us about this, and they say, "Oh, he was past the thing, he passed the sign." We look at video cameras, see you're past the sign. We might just tell you like, "Hey, don't do that again."
With the amount of handcuffs, I can show you guys where I was.
Okay. I hear you. We're trying to talk to the witness to try and speed that up. We're trying to get you out of cuffs as soon as possible. Yeah.
Hello, sir. How are you? Name and badge number?
Huh?
Name and badge number?
41820.
The detained man continues to insist he never crossed a posted sign and remained in public areas the entire time. Officers begin reviewing information and speaking with witnesses while the cameras continue rolling. Despite the lack of clear evidence, the man is still restrained while the investigation slowly unfolds, highlighting how quickly a simple public activity can turn into a serious confrontation.
It's Officer Dial, like the soap.
So he was just doing the First Amendment Audit, just walking around filming. What, at least as I understand it, was reported to Sarge is that he was on the private drive back here.
I was behind the sign.
So, yeah, I told him if he indeed was behind the sign, we're going to take kind of handcuffs for this moment.
Sounds good.
Just so you know where we're at.
Nobody come here like this?
What's that?
Nobody comes here with a camera like this?
It has happened from time to time, yeah. And we let them film. I've had people.
Obviously not.
Well, like I said, it wouldn't be a problem if we didn't have the report that you were on the private drive. Because I did explain to you earlier that we've had people try and sneak in there, and we had that dude hang out back there for like 6 hours.
I'm going to do it with the camera and broad daylight.
Dude, you would be surprised what I've seen people do in broad daylight.
There must be
We just came from a call. A guy was hit a girl in the elbow with a bat after she came at him with a knife.
Well, it was last month or so we had a dude come in here and try to hit the officer on the other side of the glass, smashing all our windows.
Yeah.
So
that's overdose, not a camera.
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, we don't know you, do we?
Finally, the truth comes out. Officers determined that the report was incorrect and that the man had never stepped onto restricted property. Just like that, the handcuffs come off and he is told he is free to go. But the bigger question remains, how can someone lose their freedom first and only later have their innocence confirmed? It's another reminder why knowing your rights and recording interactions with police is so important.